Today our topic is, what does it mean to live a good life? A Stoic answer. To live a good life is one of the oldest questions people have asked. Everyone wants to know how to live well, how to be happy, and how to find peace. The Stoics, who were ancient philosophers, gave us a clear and practical answer. They believe that a good life is not about having money, power, or fame. Instead, it is about living with virtue, wisdom, and inner strength. Let me explain what this means and how you can apply it to your own life. First, the Stoics taught that the key to a good life is focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot control. This idea is simple but powerful. Think about it. So much of life is outside our control. We cannot control the weather, what other people say or do, or even many of the events that happen to us. But we can control how we respond to these things. We can control our thoughts, our actions, and our attitudes. The Stoics believe that if you focus on what you can control, you will find peace and strength. If you waste your energy worrying about things you cannot control, you will feel frustrated and unhappy. For example, imagine you are stuck in traffic. You cannot control the traffic, but you can control how you react. You can choose to be angry and stressed, or you can choose to accept the situation and use the time to think, listen to music, or relax. The Stoics would say that the person who accepts the situation and stays calm is living a better life than the person who gets upset. This is because the calm person is in control of their emotions, while the upset person is letting their emotions control them. Next, the Stoics believe that living a good life means living with virtue. Virtue, for the Stoics, means being a good person. It means being honest, kind, fair, and courageous. They believe that these qualities are more important than anything else. Money, success, and pleasure are not bad, but they are not the most important things. If you have wealth, but you are dishonest or cruel, you are not living a good life. But if you are poor and yet you are kind, honest, and brave, you are living a good life. The Stoics believe that virtue is the only thing that can truly make you happy, because it comes from within you. It does not depend on luck or other people. Imagine two people. One is very rich but always worried about losing their money, while the other is poor but content and generous. The Stoics would say that the poor person is living a better life because they have inner peace and virtue. The rich person may have material things, but they do not have true happiness. This does not mean that you should not try to improve your life or work hard. It just means that you should not make material things the most important goal. Instead, focus on being a good person and doing the right thing. Another important Stoic idea is that we should accept the natural order of life. Life is full of ups and downs. Sometimes things go well, and sometimes they go badly. The Stoics believed that we should accept both the good and the bad with grace. They called this Amor fati, which means love of fate. This means that instead of fighting against what happens, we should accept it and even embrace it. This does not mean that we should not try to improve our lives or solve problems. It means that we should not be surprised or upset when things do not go as planned. Life is unpredictable, and that is okay. For example, if you lose your job, it is natural to feel sad or worried. But the Stoics would say that you should not let these feelings control you. Instead, you should accept the situation and focus on what you can do next. Maybe this is an opportunity to find a better job or learn new skills. By accepting what happens and looking for the good in it, you can turn a difficult situation into a chance to grow. This is how the Stoics faced challenges, with calmness and courage. The Stoics also believed that we should not be too attached to things or people. This does not mean that we should not care about others or enjoy life. It means that we should remember that everything is temporary. The things we have, the people we love, and even our own lives will not last forever. This can sound sad, but the Stoics saw it as a reason to appreciate what we have while we have it. If we remember that everything is temporary, we will not take things for granted. We will be more grateful and enjoy life more. For example, if you have a favorite cup, you might enjoy using it every day. But if it breaks, you should not be too upset. The Stoics would say that it is just a cup, and it was bound to break someday. The same is true for relationships, jobs, and even our own lives. We should cherish them while we have them, but we should also be ready to let go when the time comes. This way, we can avoid unnecessary suffering and live more peacefully. Another important Stoic idea is that we should live in the present moment. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. The only time we have is now. The Stoics believed that we should focus on the present and make the most of it. This means paying attention to what we are doing, being fully engaged in our work and relationships, and not wasting time worrying about things that have already happened or might happen. By living in the present, we can find joy and meaning in everyday life. For example, if you are spending time with a friend, do not think about what you need to do later or what happened yesterday. Focus on the conversation and enjoy the moment. If you are working on a project, give it your full attention and do your best. The Stoics believed that this is the way to live a fulfilling life. By being present and fully engaged, we can find happiness in the simple things. Finally, the Stoics believed that we should always strive to improve ourselves. They called this prokopnon, which means progress. The Stoics did not believe that anyone is perfect, but they believed that we can always become better. This means learning from our mistakes, practicing self-discipline, and working on our character. The Stoics believe that this is the most important work we can do. By improving ourselves, we can live a good life and help others do the same. For example, if you lose your temper and say something you regret, do not beat yourself up. Instead, think about what you can learn from the situation. Maybe you need to practice being more patient or controlling your emotions. The Stoics would say that every mistake is an opportunity to grow. By learning from our mistakes and working on ourselves, we can become better people and live better lives. In conclusion, the Stoics gave us a clear and practical answer to the question of how to live a good life. They taught us to focus on what we can control, live with virtue, accept the natural order of life, avoid attachment, live in the present, and always strive to improve ourselves. These ideas are simple, but they are not easy. They require practice and effort. But if we follow them, we can find peace, happiness, and meaning in our lives. The Stoics believed that anyone can live a good life, no matter their circumstances. It is not about what happens to us, but about how we respond. By living with wisdom, courage, and kindness, we can live a good life and inspire others to do the same.